Hey, what's up, guys? In this story, I'm going to tell you about an incident that happened in a county jail where a Mexican gang actually made the decision to kill a white guy as a result of finding out that he had some fucked up charges and supposedly he did something to a Mexican female. So the white guy had been in the unit. This was a maximum security unit. Everybody there was basically there for serious, mostly violent charges, facing a lot of time. And he was probably there for maybe a week or so, not a long time. I saw him in visits probably twice during that time. He had family coming to visit him. And, I mind my own business. So generally I don't, get involved with anybody unless there's a reason for me to do so. In this case, the leader of the Mexican gang that wanted to fucking kill this guy or decided to kill him was my right-hand man. So this guy was real tight with me, and that's how I became aware. He came and told me, he said, "Yo, Hollywood, see that fucking white guy out there? He's dead. We're going to murder him." And, of course, I asked, what's up? What the fuck happened? I want to know what's going on. He told me that the guy did something to one of their females, to a Mexican female, and that by itself, he said, he fucked up. He violated, and that's it. So, I told the guy, I was like, Lagima, chill out for a little bit. Let me find out what's up. Please, just hold off. Just, fall back for a minute. Let me find out. And I called the white guy to come to my cell. And I told him very clearly, I was like, listen, man, you have one fucking chance. One chance to help yourself. But if you fuck this up, you're dead. So I'm going to ask you some questions and think very carefully before you answer. And don't fucking lie. I need you to tell me what the fuck you're in here for. And I need you to go get all of your paperwork and bring it back to my cell and let me review everything and look at it and verify everything. He went and he got his shit. He came back. I looked at it. Asked him what his version was. He told me the story. He was charged with carjacking and he was charged with some sexual thing, with touching a woman. Okay? That by itself, normally, the dude's out. Any sex charges and stuff, I'm 100% against. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I said, tell me what the fuck it was. So the guy started crying. He broke down. He told me everything. He started crying in my cell, and he told me that he was drunk as fuck. He doesn't even remember, for the most part. He was so remorseful, so sorry. And to get to the point of it, he said that he left a party drunk as fuck, had a fight with his friends because he was acting like an idiot, so he wandered off on his own, and he saw a car, a minivan, that was left running. He gets in the car and starts moving it. As soon as he gets in, he realized there was a passenger. There was a lady in the car. The lady started screaming and shit, started hitting him, and he said in just trying to subdue her and, stop her from hitting him, the lady said that he touched her breast, and there came the sexual contact and the sex charges. So his main thing was the carjacking, though. I mean, he's fucked. They throw the book at you for that shit in New Jersey. So I reviewed all his charges. I read all his paperwork, and I told him, to get the fuck out. I called my boy back, and I told him, I was like, yo, Lagima, I need you to do me a favor, man. He said, what? I said, I need you to leave this guy alone, and don't do this shit. Don't put him down. And he's like, yo, what the fuck, Hollywood? Why are you getting involved? This, you can't do that shit. What does this have to do with you? Why should we do that? Fuck that. He violated. It doesn't matter what you're going to say to me. It doesn't matter what he said to you. It doesn't matter what those papers say. He's done. And it took me some time to calm my boy down. And luckily, for that white guy, I had so much respect from my guy here that he really looked up to me. He's like a younger brother to me, and I love him to death, always. And he's a bad motherfucker. And he had the power, because he was in charge in that area of this gang that he's in, the Mugres. And he had the ability to, turn this switch on or off in this case. And I just basically told him, as a favor to me, I know what I'm asking. You know how I am about shit generally. But when I feel that I should intervene, I'm going to do it. And in this case, this guy's going away for a long time no matter what. He ended up getting 15 years with 85%. I was like, I want you guys to just let it go. Let it slide, please. As a favor to me, let it go. And the reason I did that was not because the guy cried to me, not because, of the details of the story, is because I genuinely believed what he told me. that he was so fucking remorseful and so sorry. I don't think he had the ability to fool me as far as putting on this kind of show. That factored in with, that I saw he had family there that were supporting him, this and that. I just felt like, he's going to do his time already anyway. There was no, sexual penetration, nothing like that. He didn't try to take the girl's clothes off, nothing like that. So, this was an exception and should be handled as an exception. So my friend, reluctantly agreed. And he told me, only for you. He said, you're the only fucking person in the world that could stop this fucking murder from happening. It's you. And, this guy has no idea how you fucking saved him. And it turns out that the guy did have an idea, because he figured out what happened. And I think it was the next week in visits, I had my girl, now my wife, visiting me there. And he was there with his parents and his sister. And I remember he was signaling to me. And he's like, yo, excuse me, Hollywood, can I just talk to you for 1 second? I said, yeah, what's up? And he told his parents and his family, he's like, this is the man that saved my life. This guy right here is the reason that I'm alive. And his parents started crying there, and they thanked me. He told them, this is the one I was telling you about. This is the guy that saved me. So I felt like it was the right move. Normally, I throw the fucking sex offenders to the wolves. They're the only ones that would get no protection from me. But in this case, I believe that it was the right move. I stayed in that unit with that guy probably for a year or so, maybe less. I don't think he was there that long. As I mentioned, he got 15 years, and because of the charge, he served his time not in a regular prison, but in the Adult Diagnostic Treatment Center in Avenel, New Jersey. It's a special prison for sex offenders. So this is the only time in my life, guys, ever, that I sided and assisted somebody who had any kind of fucking sex charges. And again, I felt like it was, the guy also did talk to me about God and stuff like that when he came in my cell. He was reading the Bible. He was telling me about how he wanted to change his life. I was also going through some religious things myself, finding God and learning about who I am in that regard. So I think that also helped him and, making my decision what it was. So the Mexican dude, he was, me and him were real tight. He had to do some time also. He got 8 years. He got caught on camera in a beef that they had, and he macheted somebody and fucked him up with a machete. And I think one of his arms got cut off, and it was all on camera. He didn't know. So I know he also got deported after that. So I lost touch with him. We were writing to each other in prison, for a while. And, all these years later, he's still my man, and I still have nothing but love for him. So I'm hoping that maybe he'll see, one of my YouTube videos and get in touch with me. So, Lágrimas, if you see it, bro, sin hablar, sin ver, sin saber, somos hermanos por vida, siempre. So get in touch with me, brother. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next time.